induction, supposedly the person is in hypnosis. However, if you hit something like the ones they've just been talking about that bothers the client, they will pop enough out of hypnosis to give you a verbal reply. Remember, hypnosis is not sleep. They are still able to communicate. If it's important enough to them to pop out and give you a verbal reply, then it's important enough to you to find a solution. You can simply say, thank you, we'll take care of that, and go right back to as deep as you were a second ago, and then just keep going. So you don't have to worry about it. If you worry about anything, worry about them being so nervous with you that even though it's bothering them, they don't say anything. This is, to avoid that, you're trying to have rapport. You're trying to have them trust you. If you've achieved that, even though they're going into hypnosis or are in hypnosis, if they're trusting you and it is something important, they will tell you.
So I have a funny story here from Dave Elman's class. So they got to this part of the study, and he's walking around as everybody's practicing this part. They weren't doing the floppy arm, so they were doing the stiff arm. He's walking around, and all the people are out there like this, and he comes across one doctor, and then he has his person with his leg out. So Dave went by and said, so could you tell me why the leg? He goes, I'm a podiatrist. This makes more sense because that's what I said. So he did the same thing with the leg.
Picking up on something that Jason said earlier, and that was the first thing he thinks about when he runs into a problem is, was it me? This is the first step of what we'll talk about later is the credibility theorem. The credibility theorem, to give you a preview of coming attractions, is you should have 2 checklists in your mind available for use. One is figuring out what caused a problem, and 2, figuring out what am I going to do about it. Now that says, oh my goodness, there's so many possible problems and there's so many possible solutions. I'm on overload. No, we'll give you a checklist that is so short that it's easy to follow, because all we're trying to do is get your thought process aligned. So like he just said, the first thing I'll do is I'll check myself. Okay? It's logical. So if when we get a little bit further along, we give you a checklist, it's because of all the things we've just been covering here, and they all fit within it very easily.